Nicholas Copernicus, author, mathematician, pioneer, and astronomer extraordinaire, an inspirational figure to all. Copernicus is the man who started it all, the search for new planets, the search for a new solar system model, and the scientific revolution. Nicholas Copernicus, born Mikołaj Kopernik, came into the world on February 19th, 1473, in a small town in Poland, then called Royal Prussia, named Doran. He was the fourth child of Barbara Watson-Rode, daughter of Lucas Watson-Rode the Elder, who came from a merchant family, and Mikołaj Kopernik Sr., also a wealthy merchant, son of Jan Kopernik. He had two sisters, Katharina Kopernik and Barbara Kopernik, and a brother named Andreas Kopernik. When Copernicus was 10, tragedy befell his family. His father and mother both died within a short period of time. He was taken to live with his maternal uncle, Lucas Watson-Rode, son of Lucas Watson-Rode the Elder, who lived nearby. Lucas was kind enough to take him and his siblings in. Lucas would later become a bishop of Warmia. Lucas kindly supported Copernicus with an education, eventually sending him to the University of Krakow in 1491. At the University of Krakow, Copernicus studied liberal arts, which included astronomy and astrology. The time that he spent in Krakow, though, was short. In 1496, he went to the University of Bologna. While he was there, he stayed in the same house as the main astronomer, Domenico Maria de Novara. Copernicus was the assistant of Novara and helped with some of his observations. Novara likely introduced Copernicus to two influential books on astronomy, Epitome in Almagestum Ptolemy, which may have inspired Copernicus, by John Muller, and Disputationes Adversus Astrologianum Divinatricium by Giovanni Pico della Mirandola. The Epitome showcased Ptolemy's geocentric model with Muller's corrections and comments, while Disputations was about the disagreements between astronomers of the day. In 1501, Copernicus went to the University of Padua, where he studied medical studies until 1503. In May of that year, he received a doctorate in canon law from the University of Ferrara, like his uncle. In about 1510, Copernicus wrote his first book, the Commentariolus. This book was about 40 pages long and summarized his heliocentric model of the solar system. This theory states that the planets go around the sun in this order, from closest to the sun to furthest from it: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Back then, nobody knew about Uranus and Neptune, so we cannot fault him. It also states that the stars are extremely far away and are not affected by the sun. The theory was different from all previous theories. Before Copernicus, almost everyone believed in geocentrism, also known as the Ptolemaic model, which stated that the planets, the sun, and the stars all revolve around the Earth, hence the name. The early heliocentric model is not without mistakes, though. Copernicus's heliocentric model states that the orbit of the planets are completely circular, whereas today we know that they are ellipses, but it was not until half a century later when Johannes Kepler came along that this was figured out. In 1514, Copernicus started to work on another book, De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium. He knew that it would be a hugely controversial book, and he did not publish it until 1543, and was even debating whether or not to make it public, as is shown by this quote from the preface of the book. But while I hesitated for a long time and even resisted, my friends drew me back. De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium by Nicholas Copernicus, 1543. Even after publication, and after his untimely death, the book was rejected, banned, and changed to clarify that it was only a hypothesis and in no way definitely true. One of the reasons that was rejected so much was that some passages in the Bible seemingly contradicted it, although this was surprisingly not the main reason. The main reason was that scholars were so accustomed to the geocentric model that they did not want any big change. Copernicus was the odd man out. He went against everyone else and stayed with his beliefs. He was not a follower, he was a leader. His revolutionary and advanced ideas changed not only how we think, but who we are. His story stands out amongst many others and shows that you can do a lot if you keep on believing in yourself. He stood up for his ideas even though everyone else tried to stop him. He was a courageous and determined man who would not give up no matter who tried to make him. There is a lesson to learn from him, a lesson so important and powerful that if you learn it and use it, you can do anything. This lesson is to keep on trying.